Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The baseball world woke up to absolute chaos this morning after an unprecedented announcement from Major League Baseball that has every fan, analyst, and player completely stunned. According to reports that started circulating late last night, the MLB has officially granted the Los Angeles Dodgers an additional 5 wins to their season record, a decision that seems to have come out of nowhere and has immediately shaken the league's competitive balance. No one quite knows the full reason behind it yet. Some say it's related to a recent scoring recalculation. Others whisper it's a behind-the-scenes settlement between the league and the franchise. Either way, this move catapults the Dodgers further up the standings, dramatically altering playoff implications for several teams that were neck and neck with them. Social media exploded within minutes of the announcement, with hashtag #DodgersBonusWins trending globally. Fans of rival teams, especially the Giants and the Braves, have been livid, calling this a rigged season and demanding an investigation. Meanwhile, Dodgers supporters are celebrating like it's October, claiming the wins are justified after what they call months of bad officiating. It's chaos, confusion, and controversy. Everything that fuels the modern sports world, and everyone wants answers. Insiders close to the league offices are trying to calm the storm, but the explanations so far have been murky at best. According to an internal memo leaked to a few journalists, the decision supposedly stems from a series of statistical corrections involving postponed games, scoring errors, and improperly recorded results during the mid-season data audits. However, fans aren't buying it. The math doesn't add up for most people, and analysts are pointing out that no such correction in MLB history has ever added actual wins to a team's record. Normally, corrections affect player stats, not standings. So why now? And why the Dodgers? That's where the real mystery begins. Some sources claim the league was under pressure to address what they describe as irregularities in official scoring reviews, particularly in games affected by technical malfunctions in the automated strike zone system. It's all very murky, but one thing's clear: this is far from over. The story's moving fast, and MLB's reputation is on the line. In Los Angeles, the atmosphere is pure euphoria mixed with disbelief. Dodgers fans packed into sports bars this morning as local radio stations replayed the news on loop, and chants of "We earned it" echoed across social media. The team itself released a brief, carefully worded statement thanking the league for its commitment to fairness and emphasizing that they have full confidence in MLB's process. But not everyone inside the organization is completely comfortable with the move. Some unnamed players reportedly feel uneasy about being handed extra wins off the field, especially since it dramatically changes the team's postseason position. One anonymous player was quoted as saying, "It doesn't feel right, but we'll take it." Critics argue that even if the decision benefits LA, it undermines the integrity of the sport. Still, with playoff seeding suddenly altered, broadcasters and analysts are scrambling to redo projections. Overnight, the Dodgers went from a contender to a near lock for the top seed, and that's not something other teams, or fans, will take lightly. Meanwhile, rival teams are fuming behind scenes. Sources from several front offices have hinted at potential formal complaints being drafted against MLB's ruling, accusing the league of favoritism and lack of transparency. The San Francisco Giants organization was among the first to publicly express outrage, with their general manager reportedly calling the decision a dangerous precedent that compromises competition. Over in Atlanta, the Braves management echoed that sentiment, insisting that the entire situation needs a full audit by an independent body. Even players are speaking out, with several taking to social media to voice frustration, using phrases like unbelievable, embarrassing, and a dark day for baseball. Some sports journalists are even comparing this scandal to historical controversies like the 1919 Black Sox incident or the Astros sign-stealing saga, suggesting this could have a similar long-term impact on the league's credibility. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred has yet to make a public appearance, and speculation about internal disputes at the league office is intensifying by the hour. Behind closed doors, there's talk that the situation may be far more complex than the public realizes. Some insiders whisper that the Dodgers' extra wins could be part of a broader data correction project that affects multiple teams, but the league chose to release the Dodgers' adjustment first due to their playoff relevance. Others suspect it's tied to negotiations around television contracts or a potential new collective bargaining clause involving performance analytics. The conspiracy theories are multiplying by the minute, and every sports talk show in America has turned into a circus of speculation. What's undeniable is that this move gives the Dodgers a massive edge heading into the postseason, and no one knows if the league plans to make similar adjustments for others. For now, fans are left with questions and a growing sense that something very big and very unusual is unfolding behind the scenes. Still, through all the confusion, one thing remains certain. Baseball fans love drama, and this is drama at its peak. The Dodgers' bonus wins saga is dominating headlines, overshadowing even the on-field performances that should be the focus this time of year. Every sports network is running emergency panels. Analysts are poring over the fine print of MLB's official rulebook, and fan forums are overflowing with theories and memes. Some see this as a hilarious twist in a league known for its unpredictability. Others see it as the beginning of an integrity crisis that could haunt baseball for years. Either way, the league has opened Pandora's box, and there's no putting the story back inside. As the world watches, the question lingers: will MLB reverse course, double down, or reveal a shocking explanation that changes everything we thought we knew about how baseball keeps score? By sunrise, the story had already spiraled into something bigger than anyone could have anticipated. National news outlets that rarely cover baseball were suddenly running segments on the controversy, while sports podcasts churned out emergency episodes dissecting every angle. Former players chimed in, calling the move unprecedented and a stain on the game. Even neutral fans, those without a horse in the race, are calling for MLB to come clean about what really happened. The league's silence has only fueled suspicion. Hours have passed since the announcement, yet no official press conference, no detailed statement, nothing but a vague paragraph buried on MLB's website. Some insiders say the league is scrambling to craft the right narrative before stepping in front of cameras. But with social media moving at light speed, control of the story has already slipped away. For a sport built on tradition, precision, and stats, this type of chaotic uncertainty feels completely foreign. Every fan wants to know, how can wins just be added out of thin air? In sports bars and on message boards, heated debates rage nonstop. Some fans claim that the adjustment is linked to statistical replays from earlier in the season where technical errors allegedly changed game outcomes. A few mention that certain weather-postponed games were never fully accounted for in the algorithm MLB uses to calculate standings during tie-breaking scenarios. That could, theoretically, explain a fractional correction. But 5 full wins? That's not a rounding error. That's a season-altering shift. Others insist that the Dodgers' market size, television draw, and massive fan base make them too valuable to the league, implying the move was financially motivated. A popular sports commentator even suggested that this could be MLB's quiet way of ensuring that Los Angeles remains a powerhouse to drive postseason ratings. It sounds wild, but at this point, no theory feels too far-fetched. The credibility gap grows by the minute, and MLB's reputation for fairness is taking a massive hit. Inside the Dodgers clubhouse, the mood is strangely split between celebration and discomfort. Reports from local journalists describe an atmosphere where players are smiling for cameras but privately questioning the fairness of it all. Manager Dave Roberts was careful in his words during a brief media availability, saying, "We're focused on the next game. Whatever happens outside the field is beyond us." Yet, sources claim some veterans are uneasy, fearing this will paint the team as the league's chosen favorite. Fans from rival teams have already begun mocking them online, calling them the gifted champs or the 5-win wonders. It's brutal, but that's sports culture, ruthless and relentless. Still, the organization's upper brass seems unfazed. For ownership, This unexpected turn could mean more ticket sales, more buzz, and possibly a smoother postseason path. Whether fair or not, the Dodgers now sit in a position that most teams would kill for, and that alone guarantees that the noise around this story won't fade anytime soon. Meanwhile, the rest of the league is reacting with a mix of anger and strategic calculation. Managers from competing teams are quietly discussing whether this development changes their playoff approach. The Cardinals, who were battling for a wild card spot, suddenly find themselves squeezed out, and their fan base is in open revolt. Team owners are reportedly demanding an emergency league meeting, hoping to pressure MLB into explaining the math behind this bizarre decision. The Players' Union has also entered the conversation, hinting that it may seek clarification under the collective bargaining agreement, especially if the adjustment impacts player bonuses tied to team performance. What started as a rumor now feels like a full-blown crisis. Even sports betting markets are in turmoil, with odds makers suspending certain wagers until the standings are officially verified. The ripple effect is enormous, beyond the field, beyond the fans, reaching into the financial ecosystem that fuels the entire sport. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. As the hours tick by, attention has turned to Commissioner Rob Manfred, who remains conspicuously silent. Analysts speculate that he's under immense pressure from both the league's owners and the public to address the uproar. The longer he stays quiet, the worse it looks. Every minute without clarity fuels another conspiracy theory, another angry headline, another viral clip. Some insiders suggest he's waiting for the data team to finalize their internal review before speaking, while others believe there's a fierce debate happening behind closed doors about whether to walk back the decision entirely. A reversal, however, could be just as damaging. It would confirm that something went terribly wrong within MLB's administrative process. Either way, this saga has already etched itself into baseball history as one of the most bizarre and controversial episodes ever. The league's next move will determine whether it becomes a scandal or a strange footnote. For now, the world of baseball is in limbo, caught between disbelief and fascination. The Dodgers' record stands adjusted, at least officially, and fans everywhere are watching to see what happens next. Every talk show, every sports page, every YouTube commentator is spinning their own take, trying to piece together a story that feels more like a scripted drama than a real-life sports update. It's wild, unpredictable, and strangely captivating, the kind of chaos that keeps people glued to their screens. Whatever truth eventually emerges, this moment has already reshaped how fans view the league's transparency and fairness. And as crazy as it sounds, this could be a turning point in the relationship between baseball, technology, and trust. Whether those 5 mysterious wins stand or vanish, one thing's certain: the MLB will never be the same after this. The excitement surrounding Juan Soto is unlikely to fade anytime soon, as every new game, practice, or media appearance becomes an opportunity for analysis, discussion, and speculation. Fans are already projecting potential milestones, batting achievements, and clutch performances, imagining how Soto could dominate at Dodger Stadium and beyond. Social media and traditional media alike continue to amplify every subtle detail, creating a cycle of hype and rumor that elevates the acquisition from a simple roster change to a cultural event with global resonance. Analysts dissect potential strategies, pitching matchups, and lineup adjustments, while fans weigh in with their own predictions and imagined scenarios. The ripple effects extend to rival teams, who must recalibrate their own tactics and preparations, acknowledging the shift in power that Soto represents. Beyond the field, marketing opportunities, sponsorship deals, and public visibility become part of the ongoing narrative, ensuring that Soto's presence impacts not just games, but the broader ecosystem of professional baseball. In every discussion, tweet, and conversation, the anticipation, speculation, and excitement coalesce, creating a living, breathing story that continues to evolve. Ultimately, Juan Soto in a Dodgers uniform represents more than talent. It represents a catalyst for conversation, a spark for imagination, and a defining moment in contemporary baseball culture, ensuring that the rumor, excitement, and debate surrounding him will endure long after his first swing. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.